looking through the deluge of emails I've gotten from all the various organizations and city groups. It's hard to keep up with everything that's going on.
Yes, it is. It's a full-time job in itself, just keeping up with the emails.
Oh yeah, my God. So let's see, what part of the city of Rochester.gov are you in?
Recreation.
Recreation. Okay, good.
Yeah, I oversee Adams Street and the Roxy Art Centers.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was attended the school number 3 community engagement team meeting this morning, and sounds like they're being very busy trying to get kids into school more.
Yeah.
It's going to be a busy spring, I think, as they try to get more kids attending.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Dr. Smalls does there with, because I know a lot of suburban schools are actually going back almost, if not all days, at least 4 days, starting in the fourth quarter. So
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what decisions are made.
Yes, we've been, the Education Committee of the Southwest Common Council has been pushing for several years now to get, here's Eleanor, to get local busing, but right now with the COVID and buses needing to be not too full, it's going to be next fall, if not later, before we can really see something like that happen. Hey, Eleanor.
Hey there, how are ya?
Not too bad. Here's Joe.
Hello?
Hey, Joe. How you doing?
Hey Joe.
We're down to get your country and western look today. Was that your
Yeah.
That's right.
Look
Hey,
cool.
my hair's getting so long I need to do something to keep it back.
back to the roots at 60, huh, big guy?
Yeah, that's right.
You gonna live on the commune again like you used to, or no? Weren't you a commune guy?
A commune? No.
Just checking, John.
Not
I remember
me.
seeing that stuff when I was in elementary school. I'm not quite as experienced.
Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie.
Bonnie with a Y.
Yes.
There she is. How's everything in Cornhill?
Well, it's moving along. The river wall is river walling.
Good.
Everything else is up in the air like every place
Oh
else.
God, it's something else. We don't know what's going on with the governor. We don't know what's going on with budgets.
You don't know what's going on with the festival.
Yeah.
Still not, huh?
I think they're trying to figure something that they could do. So there will be something.
Oh, good. We'll wait a few more minutes before we go through introductions in case we get a few more people coming in. I had on the agenda fighting racism and Trumpism. We certainly are seeing a lot of that going at just about every organization I'm involved in is doing some review of how to fight racism in the community here, and it's hopefully it will continue until we make some progress. I see the Commission for Racial and Structural Equity Race has issued its report, and haven't had a chance to read it yet. I just got it a little while ago. But that's moving along, and then I see Chief Harriet Sullivan issued a report today on some of the changes going on in the police department. So it sounds like that's being improved upon. And what was the other one I had out here? Oh, the Monroe County Council on School Superintendents issued an announcement that school districts stand together against racism, and they've got interesting everybody from all the various school districts in the area. So there are a lot of initiatives going on, and are any of you involved in some of those? No? Yeah, the Coalition for Public Education that I sit in on has got a lot of activities in that area, and so hopefully we'll see some real improvements soon. Police Accountability Board news. Has anybody heard anything new from the Police Accountability Board? No?
Nothing probably that you already don't know. I sit on a lot of different meetings and listen to them, but a lot of it is just discussion. It isn't, this is what we're really going to do kind of a thing. I just saw that yesterday somebody wants to dump a lot more money toward them, so that would be kind of interesting. What that's going to mean, I don't know. When in doubt, send them money.
Yes. Yeah, it would be nice to see the board finally get some teeth so that they can review what's going on with some authority, but I think there are going to be a lot more legal hassles before that finally takes place. Certainly right now, one of the things that everybody I'm sure has been getting Sandra Powell. Okay.
It's your doorbell.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi, how are you? Hold on.
Good.
Hi.
Hello. Do you have a... There we go.
I thought I would join. I've been trying to join for this meeting for a while. Thursdays usually don't work out.
Well, I'm delighted to have you join us.
Welcome.
Thank you.
We've got... probably we could go around and introduce ourselves. We may have a few more coming in, but
Okay.
John Boutte, I chair the Southwest Common Council for now. We're looking for who the next lucky person will be to act as chair, so don't rush for the position right away, but be delighted to pass the baton. We're trying to build the Southwest Common Council back up, so we'll be looking for some people. And Eleanor, you want to?
Eleanor Coleman, and I'm the scribe for the Southwest Common Council. I'm also part of Rotary Southwest and Youth Build, the construction program for 17 to 24-year-olds, which is located over on Lincoln Ave between Chili and West Avenue.
And Mike?
Hello, Mike Giorgetti. I am the community center manager. I oversee both the Adam Street R Center and the Roxy R Center.
Okay. Joe?
Yes, I'm Joe Baldino. I'm Principal School 29. I've been an educator for, well, I started in 1981 at Wilson Magnet, had John's children in my class. So I go back, I was gone for a little while from 19th Ward, came back, now I'm the Principal of School 29. I am a member of Rotary Southwest, and just still want to be involved in this area. I do have a couple things to report, John, so if you can, I do have a hard stop at 7, so if you want to squeeze me on the agenda somewhere, I'd appreciate the two things I want to be able to speak on. Mike, maybe he works for the city. I mean, he's a city person to be involved in one of the things I'm going to bring up. So maybe Mike could be my conduit.
Okay. Bonnie?
Yeah, Bonnie Mayer. I've been around for a while, and I live in Cornhill, and that's about it.
Okay. Sandra?
I'm Sandra Powell. I'm the delegate in the 19th Ward for District 3 and one of John's cohorts, and he invited me, or he's been inviting me, and I was able to sign on, so I'm glad to be with you all tonight.
Right. And Donna?
Hi, I don't know where my face is again, but that's okay. You don't need anything. I'm a delegate Area 10 for the 19th Ward Community Association, and a bunch of committees of the 19th Ward, and live in the 19th Ward, been here for a long time. Hope to see some good changes lately. I'm tired of hearing about all this stuff, but I would throw that in. That's it.
Yeah, we got a lot of new people in, I think. Okay. You can't turn your camera on, Donna? Okay, before we get sidetracked on something else, Joe, since you've got a hard deadline there, what would you like to talk about?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Okay, just a couple, well, actually two things really. One I'm involved with on a strategic, well, I'm on a zone reconfiguration task force for the district, and can't really share a lot of different information. There was a survey just went out from the district about some of those things. We're having a community meeting coming up. I think it's going to be, maybe, I just got an email about the planning meeting on the 26th of April. And I know there's been a lot of conversations. There was path forward for a little while where we actually had some work done on that. I know near and dear to the hearts of many folks on this call would be busing, universal busing. We're looking into that as part of the zone reconfiguration. And with some of the things that we're proposing, it has to go to the school board. I think we're going to bring it to the school board in May, first week in May. It may work better for universal busing, keep the costs down, various things like that. So I'm very excited about being on that team, working together with them, and I know there's been a lot of conversations in this group about that. So look for more of that information. I even quoted one of your favorite things, John, using it, walking school buses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, John, you're gonna be my guy. If we ever get to that point, I'll reach out to you because that's kind of one of the elements of this, to provide. It's what we're going to propose is basically not just neighborhood schools, but neighborhood clusters. And look at that. You look at Boston has a model that's really successful. So I'm probably sharing more than I should because none of this is defined or definitive yet. The thing we're lacking, sorely lacking, is we can create all these things, but we're not the customers. We're not the people. It's the parents. It's the children. So what we might propose is a good idea. We want to see what the parents have to say. But we have listened to parents about some of their concerns and why they choose schools across the city. Safety, getting to school is one of them. Child care is another one, and good quality programs is another one. So the clusters will be looking at things from a very creative lens, and so more to come on that. I'm really excited about some. I don't want to say a lot because we're still in the developmental stages, but come to the meeting if you can, because I think it's going to be great. I'll be there. I'm on the managed choice co-chair of that committee, and use some old Wilson stuff in there too, John. You're probably going to like that, because 1983, I did some work at the University of Rochester, and I can't remember the names of these folks. I hope they're still with us. I think John Lang must have been involved. In 1979, there was a committee that was convened, met with the district, and worked with the district to create Wilson Magnet High School.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a real community effort. I don't know if you're aware of that, John. You got in town in '68, right? You're shaking your head, nodding, good. That's awesome. And I talked about that. We had 14611, 14649 students. We're given priorities. And they had sort of a blend concept to it. So I use some of those things again as part of our discussion points. And I know we go through this all the time, and it goes around and around. We need to come up with something, stick with it, and let it build. You know, let it build and be positive. So my involvement on this committee really has helped me with. And my graduate work at Mount Warner School, and I looked into Wilson's creation. Just being around for a long time and seeing a lot of things, you know, it's been very exciting. So this is my other thing that happened that was very exciting. You know, we all know Susan Maxwell, right? I think that's her name, Susan Maxwell, right? She's the person with the what's it called, Twigs, the medical center over there near the laundromat. Is that what her name is? I can't think of her. Hold on one second. She sent me a thank you note when I went to a retirement party. Where is it? Hold on. No, Susan Morehouse.
Morehouse, yeah, okay.
Yeah, whew. She sent me. I have it on my wall of fame. She sent me a thank you note when I went to a retirement party. Her husband had the clinic over there on that boulevard. She just cold walked in the building with a young lady from the U of R. They have $27,000 to build a playground. They wanted to put it in where the bollards are around that library.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where it gets to the punchline, John. I showed her where, and they wanted to have it for children with disabilities. And she goes, how many children in this neighborhood that have disability? They said, I don't really know, because we're like a draw from around, you know, the area. So I showed her where we would walk out, and this is where I would like, John, I don't know how this is going to happen, but I'd like to propose, I proposed to her, they put this playground right behind the little free library. I thought that was my proposal. I don't know the place. But then I guess the city, that's where Mike's here. John McMahon's been really helpful with us. And they got $27,000. I'm thinking, I'd like it by my school. So that the children can get out of the school. There's handicap accessible door there. There's a handicap accessible curb there. And it was amazing. Susan just brought her over. And this young woman from the U of R. You walk in the door with $27,000, you got my attention. Money talks, as we used to say in the old days, blankety blank blocks. So, you know, I said, fine, let's start a relationship. So I even said, call you, John. I don't know if you got a phone call from Susan Morehouse. I could have given your home number, but I usually don't give people's numbers. So,
it's plastered all over the place.
That's my exciting agenda item. So, I'm going to help that young lady spend that $27,000 on a playground if I can. If we can, I'm not in charge of the corner. On that, it would fit pretty nicely right behind a little free library.
Yeah.
What a hub that would be. You get the little free library, you get the bench there, and you have a playground there. That's my thing. I'm putting it out.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, my agenda items are done. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback on that.
Okay.
Well, I tell you, playground's expensive. And I don't know.
Would that give me anything?
Well, it'll get you something. But
I'll start with that.
the playground over right on Adams Street there, Cornhill put that in, and I think it cost us about $50.
Well, I'm not done talking. I'm not done with my ideas yet, because listen, I'll give you something. We have, well, you know, I'm half Italian. We do good with money and stuff. So I'm actually, I'm a wheeler and dealer. So, and I love this stuff. So here's the bottom line. We were originally going to put a fully inclusive playground behind School 29. And what happened was we were on facilities modernization. We were supposed to go, oh, everything blends together now with COVID-19. I got COVID brain cells killed or something. So 2020, I think we were supposed to leave the school and go on and go for another remodernization. And we were taking out facilities modernization. So that big playground got put on hold. So we have lawyers for learning. There's law firms. There's lots of people that want to give money to inclusive playgrounds. Lots of them. So we can go big, Bonnie with a Y. We'll go big.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go for something else. And I've seen plans that are just phenomenal. A wheelchair swing, all that stuff. Our children deserve all that, and they need all that. And so I know if I put that out there, that we could get some more funding, particularly in a prominent spot like that, and right in that neighborhood, right in the corner. And so we'll 27,000, I think, is startup money. I think we could. I know some folks that I could reach out to, and I think we can pull this one off. So that's a piece that I want to add. So 50,000 bond, he puts us right in the ballpark for 27. So
Hey,
go
also,
ahead, Eleanor.
you should check with Rotary Southwest because
Oh, absolutely. That's why I'm on that committee. I'm not doing everything just because I'm a nice guy. I get on that.
no, because they just made that money from the wine thing and they're discussing how to spend it.
Well, keep drinking that wine because I'll take some of that money. And I don't want people drinking too much, but if you're helping the cause, just start drinking it. We'll go for that. No, seriously, I'm having fun with this. This is stuff that really juices me up. Because then I want to see a little kid with a wheelchair on that playground. That'll really touch everybody. Yeah, so there you go. This is great. Yes, the wine. The next meeting is what? Beginning of April, right, Eleanor?
It was yesterday, so yes, the first Thursday in April.
I'll be there. 5:30. I'll be there with my hand out. No problem. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna hang out and listen to the rest of you guys.
Okay, one thing you might check with Wade Norwood. He has a sweet spot in his heart for School 29 because that's where his kids went to. And I remember hearing him talk about, how much he stayed in that neighborhood so that he and other parents he's up on Appleton there. And so I'm sure, would love to see the neighborhood around that school work together with the school. And
absolutely. And one of the things in our managed choice discussion about cluster schools would be in the cluster you meet all the needs of the students. So our 29 is a school with students with specialized services, and those are very high needs children. That's why many of them are in wheelchairs. And we would, if we go to this model, it'll be a couple of years before they do it, it'll be 2023. Our school could be the specialized services, special education hub of, like ELL for students of, English language learners. And, we would have all those. I want to bring back MAP programs. Whatever happened to those? I mean, give me a break. That has to come back. So we'd have a MAP. All that would be in a hub. All that would be in we call it a cluster. I call it cluster, So yeah, exactly. We want to build that. Wade, I know Wade very well, and Lisa and his family. So I'm pulling it all in, calling in all the markers on that one. Yep, we'll make it. The only thing I worry about, John, is the legality of putting it there. Who owns the land? I know all that stuff.
That's the thing that needs to be worked out between so that all the people who are pumping money into this don't have a bad surprise one day when somebody wants to buy the lot. What does John McMahon have to say about it?
I've never talked to him. So he's probably one of my first contact persons.
Okay.
So who owns the lot? The city?
The city, I think.
And they would rather sell it to somebody else?
It's. I'm sure it depends on how is it going to be most effective for the city. And it sounds like what you're proposing here in conjunction with the school, that would certainly be a valuable use for the lot. And they certainly
maybe our centers might have, Mike, maybe there's a role that the city could play in that.
So I was just thinking, and I was trying to look it up because I'm fairly new back over to this side. I've been at the Ryan Center for the last 3 years, so I was over with Nancy Johns Price with the Southeast Neighborhood Association, and she would have had the information like something like this. So I'm just trying to figure out who's the Southwest Neighborhood.
John McMahon.
John
no.
McMahon
What's his
and
name?
James.
So I'm sure that would be a question to go to him, to see what the plan is for the property on that. And if it's something that we're looking into, then the Southwest Neighborhood Association should be able to figure out what they want to do with that. If we want to put a playground there, if we can put a playground there. A lot of that stuff could be started right in his office.
Well, you haven't heard back from the young lady from U of R. I didn't really get her information. She said she's going to email me. I haven't seen anything yet. Susan Morehouse, I know she's one of our contacts, so I hope I hear back from them. I'm sure I can find Susan. Her husband retired, though. She retired, too, right? From the hospital, the medical center over there. They have like a walk-in clinic called Twigs or something. I mean, I got the name.
Sure.
You know what I'm talking about? You guys know, you familiar with this? It's by the library over there? Really? Oh.
By the line, the lot next to the library.
Yes.
You do, Donna? Okay.
Yes. And I've been with Susan, and when we've done the Christmas party for the kids when they come over and
That's
see
right.
the trees.
That's the Susan.
His
Morehouse.
branches.
Yep.
His
Right.
branches.
His branches.
After Morehouse.
Mm-hmm. My grandson goes to his branches, and I know Susan and her husband for quite a while.
Perfect.
The kids are good. The kids are great when they come over. We have a great time.
Yes, I remember the hanging and stuff on the tree was a wonderful event.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll keep it going. All right, guys, thank you very much. And just got something from Gwen Searsoletti about breaking the bubble and drinking wine. So they're still working on it. So we're going to keep getting that wine money coming in. Thanks a lot. I just came right through my email. How ironic was that? I'm sitting here watching it. Okay, thank you. All seriousness, so yeah, for the little kids and the kids, and we want them to have the best opportunity with food, especially with disabilities. All right, I'm good. Thank you, guys.
Okay,
If there's
thank
anything
you.
else you want to add, so I'm good. Thanks for giving me the time.
Clayton Waller has joined
So
us.
it's James Demps. I'm sorry, Joe. I found his name.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
name?
James Demp.
James Demps.
Okay, I'll put that one down. Do I contact him?
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, and the office number over there, it'll probably just go to somebody over there, but it's 428-7630.
All right. James Demps, DEMPS,
Correct.
Right.
428-760. Okay, I'll put that in a note, and I'll make it a priority to reach out. Thanks a lot, Mike.
No problem.
Great.
Well, seriously, if you want to get an answer and you want to get something done, try going to John McMahon.
I'll try John too.
Yeah, he's the assistant over there, and he answers his emails.
And same number.
Same number, yeah.
The Little Free Library, John and I had more than one conversation. He brought the wood over to put that fence up. We had the kids from U of R put the fence up, and my kids painted it. Yeah.
I've had wonderful luck with John. You ask him something, he'll get back to you.
Yeah, I have as well.
He's been great.
And the big thing on any of these deals is that who owns the property and who's liable if somebody gets hurt.
Yeah, I know all about liability. That's a big part. Yep.
Daisy
All right,
Algren
thank you,
is.
everybody. It's been great information. I'll put down James Demps anyway, just in case I need to call him, and then I'll put down the phone number. Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay, Joe, Daisy Rivera Algren.
I'm gonna mute up because they're cleaning my office. What's up?
No, John's
Oh,
muted.
I'm muted. I'm sorry. Daisy Rivera Algren is the head of the neighborhood service centers, and she's a good one to talk with. We've had her come and talk to us at the education committee a few times, trying to get some interaction between the schools and the community and the neighborhood service centers. So she's very aware of what's going on and very helpful.
Thank you, John. Got it.
John Curran, how you doing, John? Let's see, we got John and Clayton Waller who has joined. If you want to introduce yourself, John, you probably know. You're muted.
Mute.
John Curran with the Westside Farmers Market, St. Monica, and Rabbit Cemetery.
Okay. And Clayton, are you there?
Yes, yes. In my car, but I'm here. Clayton Waller, Delegate for District 7, 19th Ward. Glad to be here. Hope everyone's well.
We're doing pretty good.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And see, you know most everyone else here, guys. Probably Mike Giorgetti might reintroduce himself.
Yes, it's Mike Giorgetti. I'm a community center manager. I oversee both the Adam Street R Center and the Roxy Sinclair R Center as well.
Okay.
I'm Sandra Powell, District 13, 19th Ward, and just visiting.
I hope you'll visit us very often.
Hi, Sandra.
There's
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well, thanks.
Good.
Great. Let's see, it'll be interesting to see what all the various primaries bring our way. It's just starting up right now, and of course we don't know what's going to be going on in Albany and how that will affect us. But we'll just assume that we can sometime by the middle of this year things will have become a little clearer for us for both the neighborhoods and also for the schools in the neighborhoods. They're all, things are very much up in the air as to how much money is coming our way, and that'll depend a bit on how things go with Washington also. COVID-19 updates. Everybody gotten their vaccinations yet?
Yes.
Just one.
Just one?
I'm going for the double one, Moderna.
Yeah.
I got two.
Just one. 2 weeks we'll be getting the second.
Yeah.
Mine's in 8 days.
Marion and I have gotten our two. So it's we're starting to see things moving with all the vaccines, and hopefully that will, a lot of how the rest of this year goes depends on how quickly we can see everybody get vaccinated, because some of these new variations sound like they're not very good. As I mentioned a little earlier, the Southwest Common Council, which is intended to be the various neighborhoods in the Southwest, so normally we'd have representatives from Cornhill, which Bonnie is, from the 19th Ward, which usually has quite a few participants, and we've got Susan B. Anthony, which we haven't had too many coming from there lately. We've got COTS, Changing of the Scenes, and they were very active right now. We don't have anybody. John Lightfoot, who had to become inactive because of some health issues, represented COTS, but I'm still trying to find out who else is going to be involved. We have people from Swan that are starting to get involved again. If my terrible memory served me right, what's the CEO's name there, Eleanor? Do you remember offhand?
Oh, yeah. Woody Hammond?
No, I think it's hang on.
Oh, the new Tiffany, you mean? Tiffany.
Yeah, Tiffany. So we've got Swan basically started, was instrumental in starting up the Southwest Common Council with Willie Lightfoot Sr. When he was, that was about 25 years ago, Eleanor, something like that. And they were so active, they had it as one of their items they were fighting for, getting the Wilson Foundation Academy built, and they had the Swan Center right there in one end of Wilson Foundation, whatever it was being called then. It may not have been the same name. It was supposed to be a middle school, but then things didn't work out well when they started the school up. There were all sorts of problems. And then Swan went through some tough times, and right now they had to give up the space they had over at 200 Genesee Street, and they're over at the Montgomery Center now. What's the street that's on, Eleanor?
10 Katy Street.
10 Katy Street.
Right by Phyllis Wheatley Library.
Mm-hmm. So it sounds like they're trying to build back up, and we need a few more. You know, we need to try to get COTS involved, Neighborhoods United also, which is just north of the St. Mary's Hospital there. That place is being a lot of renovations going in from the city, so hopefully that neighborhood will catch fire again. We've had good luck at getting at least one of the stores, one of the delis there is going to be staying, and we'll still have some of the beautiful architecture. So it's coming along, but it takes a while to rebuild things. And my primary reason for sticking around and saying we got to get things back up is that when we ran into problems with School 16 getting closed in the 19th Ward, it was the Southwest Common Council that was willing to restart its education committee and give us a platform from which we could fight for School 16, and then we found out School 10 was going to get closed on Congress, and we shifted our sights to fight for that school, and we've been lucky in that both schools have been renovated and reopened. Of course, COVID kind of put a damper on the reopenings, but it's coming along.
Build from those ties.
And Jacob?
Hello?
Hi, Jacob.
I just thought I'd listen in.
Yes, please do. You are currently in. Are you still? Where are you working right now? Or
Oh, I'm on a disability list when I'm working. part-time as a contact tracer.
Okay, great. So that's kind of what this organization, is for, and I'd like to try to make sure that it remains as a place for various groups in the Southwest to be able to go to and find a voice and participate in the, find, we've got all sorts of groups that could be formed, and we have other groups besides the schools committee, but that's the one that's most active right now. Now, John, let's see, we're just about, is there any new business that somebody wanted to bring here? Because that's next on the agenda.
I do have one. Breaking the Bubble is going to be Monday at 7:30, and I'll be putting the link in the minutes, and there will be a flyer attached also. Ashley Gant from Free the People will be talking about pursuing Black liberation in Rochester. Free the People was instrumental in having the rallies downtown in front of City Hall, and they're very, very active in keeping police brutality in the forefront and pushing for change. So she'll be speaking Monday, 7:30 to 8:30, Breaking the Bubble. And that is also the anniversary of Daniel Cruz's death.
Great, yeah. John?
I wanted to bring to everyone's attention that there's going to be a virtual Zoom open house for the new Nielsen House, which is a Spiritus Christi prison outreach opportunity. And it's using the former convent, the former Sojourner House that adjoins property at St. Monica. The location's on Millbank Street, and this Saturday at 6 p.m. there's going to be a virtual open house of the building there. And they give a chance for people to get a sense of what their needs are. So if you get a chance, please check the Spiritus Christi Prison Outreach website to get information about the virtual Zoom meeting. Thanks.
Okay, great. Let's see, what was I going to say? Oh, you said
just as a comment about that, this is an incredible opportunity. What they've done with this building, and how terrific it's going to be for ex-offenders and for people who really need some housing. It's state of the art, and be really worth your looking at. Something that we should be proud of.
Great. See, you were going to put something in the chat, Eleanor, for the, or you're going to put it in the minutes for the thing on Monday?
Yeah, I'm putting it in the minutes, the link to that. It's a Zoom. And I'll also attach it's a ping. You know what, I think I can copy the whole, I can copy the whole thing and put it in the minutes.
Yeah, because the last, after the last meeting, there was some Breaking the Bubble event that I had trouble. I thought I had a link for it, but apparently I hadn't either signed up or something, but I never did get in.
Okay. This will also be in the announcements
Okay.
for the next set of Southwest Common Council.
Okay. Very good. And let's see. As far as the project reports, the links to the Education Committee meeting minutes have been posted. For those who are new, we post all the meeting minutes for this organization, and and also for the education committee meetings, and I've been trying to post some of the meeting minutes from the Rochester Coalition for Public Education. There's if you go to location19.org, there's a over on the right side of the main page, you can scroll down and find the Southwest Education group, and in there we've got hundreds of meeting minutes that have been stored since back in 2012 when we got started with a lot of the school stuff, and there's a lot of useful information in there if you're trying to find the some information on education issues. There's also a group for 19th Ward Community Association, which includes links to all sorts of, square fair, picture galleries and whatnot. So there's a lot of things to look through. Location19.org. John, did you have anything new relative to the tiny homes project?
I just finished a meeting prior to this Zoom meeting, and efforts are now getting some traction with regards to communicating directly with the neighbors in the northeast area at the location where the tiny home village is set to be built. The location is 1179 St. Paul, and we're now making connections with the school there, and they've written a letter of support on behalf of the project there. And the other neighborhood groups for the area there are having other positive developments there. So things look good for the northeast part of the city, and people are looking forward to what Tiny Home Village could contribute there.
Great. And do we have any reports from anyone else? Bonnie, is nothing new relative to the Cornhill projects, right?
No, everything's just sort of where it is. I think that probably there'll be a festival, but it'll be smaller. I'm very impressed with what's happening at the river. I mean, they have not stopped working. I don't think maybe 2 or 3 days have they stopped. Otherwise, they're just plowing right ahead. A lot of the break wall is down. It's really they're very much on time. It's amazing to me. I never expected them to be working all winter, and I think it's going to happen.
Great. Yeah, one thing that we've been trying, the education committee has been following what's going on at some of the various schools that we're involved with in the Southwest, and I sit on the CET team for Nathaniel Rochester School Number 3, which is now a middle school, and it's nice to see that Cornhill is a lot more involved with that school these days. There seems to finally be a good interaction there.
One of our board members is the liaison, and she's very, very good. Long-time neighbor, an African-American woman whose family's lived here a long time, so it's the right person for that. And also, she has a school-age child.
Great. Yeah, that's one of the things that I think we really need to focus on, is getting the schools and the communities working together, because it makes you get a lot more involvement from the community helping the schools and vice versa. Okay, so what else did we have? Any other project reports? No. Usually, if we've run out of projects to report on, we go into a roundtable. So if you've got anything in your area that you just want to let people know are going on, let's see. Anything on who wants to start? Eleanor?
I think I did mine with breaking the bubble. Our students at Catholic Family Center, the Youth Build program, they're going to be starting their Habitat for Humanity project next week. So they'll be spending about 4 to 6 weeks building a house over on Child Street.
Great. Sandra, anything in your area?
Not in my area, but I know at our last delegate meeting, Cecilia was talking about having people taking gay pride flags, and the last update that someone actually, the person that had been pretty involved, burning the flag and putting it on his doorstep. So just wondering, in any other neighborhood, have they heard about anything like that? Because we've been trying to reach out. I know she's on a committee, so I just thought I would ask.
Yeah, that's...
Sorry, did you say you're putting up flags?
Not me, but one of our secretary for the 19th Ward, she lives on Trafalgar, and one of her neighbors, this has been going on since the fall, and he's, continuously replacing, and they continuously being removed. And of late, whomever has been removing it this time took the next step by burning the flag and putting the ashes on his front stoop. So just wondered if anyone else has
I know we talked
heard of any situation.
I haven't heard anything new on it. I know we
Okay.
talked at that meeting about possibly trying to start 19th Ward, maybe having a supply of either 19th Ward flags or gay pride flags, and trying to pepper the area with them so that there's a little more of a presence that may make the people think twice before. It'll either give them a lot of flags to burn, or hopefully they'll get the right message.
Well, hopefully someone will capture them on camera. That's my hope, because I find it horrible. Yeah. And no one yet has come forward stating that they've witnessed or they've caught it on camera. And I just can't believe it's been a repeat offense more than twice, and still there's no one that has seen anything, heard anything. It just really bothered me as she was giving us an update. We kind of like don't know what to do, other than they did get the police involved. So I think that's where it stands right now.
So if any of your groups are you're having meetings with people, mention that we're trying to locate who's doing this, and that if they have any pictures that security cameras captured, that would be helpful.
Well, we have no issue of that in Cornhill. I was just looking at, we have 3 gay board members, including our president, and I think about every 4th house in Cornhill has somebody who's either has a family member or whatever, so we haven't had any experience whatsoever in Cornhill.
Okay.
Good. Let's see, anybody else have something they would like to bring up?
Rapid Cemetery Restoration Group will be starting up again in April.
Speak up a little bit, John.
Okay, the Rapid Cemetery Restoration Group is going to be continuing its 2nd and 4th Sunday, 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. cleanups and restoration of the cemetery there, which is on Commerce Avenue off Genesee Street. So we welcome helpers of all ages.
Okay,
This is
great.
Jacob. I wanted to add to what Sandra reported.
Can you
That was kind of
speak up?
interesting.
Can you get a little closer to the mic, Jacob?
Is that better?
Yep, very good.
Yeah.
Okay. I was struck by the conversation around the issue of the flags being torn down. There were quite a few of the younger generation, younger than I'm about to turn 50, who were pretty adamant about not involving the police.
Yeah.
Which I found somewhat striking. I consider myself pretty liberal. So I just thought it was kind of interesting. I just think it's kind of interesting to note some of the drastic changes that is occurring.
Yeah, there's a lot of suspicion sometimes about getting the police involved and what will be the outcome. Hopefully that will become a thing of the past as the Police Accountability Board helps make some changes in Rochester, but we shall see. Anyone else have something to bring up?
Just because I'm kind of new with this group, and I want to just let everybody know that the rec centers are actually open once again. They are open every day, Monday through Friday, from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. The 10 a.m. till about 2 to 3, depending on what school the child goes to. We open our doors for the free Wi-Fi for the kids to come in and get on their Zoom classes, as well as we have staff. They're not teachers or school employees, but they have a good handle on how to get the kids to where they belong and know how to navigate the system pretty well. So we do have staff here to help them with that and guide them through the day. Like I said, we're not teachers by any means, but we do understand how to work with kids pretty good. Also, during that time at 12 o'clock, our weight room is open for adults to come in at Adam Street from 12 o'clock until 5:45, and it opens every hour on the hour for 45 minutes and then closes for disinfecting for 15 minutes in between each hour. So that opportunity is open, as well as the swimming pool is back open again. So we are slowly but surely opening. Obviously our limitations are still there. We have room capacities that are down. So I think we're right at 50% still, but I think possibly next week they might go up to 75% capacity. So, I just want everybody to know that we are open. I'm actually looking forward to talking with more of the Cornhill neighborhood, because I want to see what we can offer for the Cornhill neighborhood. I know it's been quite a long time since we've had a really good connection in this neighborhood, so I want to bring that back. I actually started in this facility when I was 17 years old as a lifeguard, so it's kind of nice to come back and now be overseeing stuff and trying to get things back together. I also worked at 3 school for 11 years, so it's really nice to be back and trying to build something back on this side. So I'm looking forward to connecting with everybody and trying to offer as much as we can for not just a lot of people believe that we're here for the underprivileged, but that's not all we do. We work with everybody, and we're here for everybody, and we're also adding some adult programming as well. So,
Mike, did you just say that you were open from 10 until 6 on Monday through Friday? Is that what it is?
correct.
no weekends yet.
No, right now on Saturdays we are open, but that's for just swim lessons, and we have a couple of baby and me time slots in the morning. So it's pretty much just the pool, and I actually have an adult soccer permit going on. So.
Great.
So if anybody has any questions about recreation that I can answer, I definitely will. And over at the Roxy Art Center, I always, sometimes I forget to mention what goes on there, but I have a group in there from 7:30 in the morning until 8 o'clock at night, and that is MIBG. It's Mentors Inspiring Boys and Girls, and they do a lot of educational as well as visual arts and drama classes. So that is a standalone program. And then in the evenings at the Roxy Art Center, Monday through Saturday, from 8 to midnight, we have the Pathways to Peace program is over there running some mentoring as well as some basketball to get some of our youth off the streets in the late evening.
Right. Yeah, if you have any people who are interested in volunteering with schools, one of the things that some of the schools, such as school number 3, and I think a few of the others are doing, is to try to get online tutoring going for some of the kids that are having problems, and where a lot of adults would think twice about going into a school right now because of COVID. A lot of them are at home twiddling their thumbs, and so they have really the ability to connect via Zoom to the school. So if you have some people that are interested in doing that, I know school number 3 is working on getting more support, and I think 19 and 10 also are looking at that. Anything else? If not, I think we've
It's a wrap.
it's a wrap. Let me save the chat here while I can. If anybody else wants to collect those links in the chat, save it.
It's that first link had a misspelling in it. So use this link. That's the Breaking the Bubble link.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, everyone, and spread the word if you run across people who are trying to revive their neighborhoods. We're looking for active neighborhoods in the Southwest here. Thank you.
Thank you. Eleanor,
Thank you.
can you just add my email address so that I can be added to?
Sure. I think John, do you have his?
Other than the
What's on the screen is my email, but
okay.
I got the link from the meeting this morning with number 3 school. So.
Okay.
So is this the one you want to get
Yep,
noticed?
that would
at?
be fine. Yep.
Thanks a lot for coming. It's great
Thank
to
you
have
guys.
you here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sandra.
You're welcome. Nice.
Bye, Jacob.
I'm coming back.
Great.
Good.
Great.
Good. Good.
Thank
Bye,
you guys. Have a
Donna.
great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Very quiet tonight.